It is 6 o'clock. I will call the September 23rd, 2025 meeting of the Wythe County Board of Supervisors to order. We do have a quorum with all members present. Tonight we have Pastor Paul Hicks from the St. John's Episcopal Church to provide the invocation. If you would, please stand and remain standing for the pledge.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for the many blessings you have bestowed on this country, this county, and community. We ask you to help us be good stewards of such. Send down upon these individuals who hold the office of supervisors in Wythe County the spirit of wisdom, charity, and justice, that with steadfast purpose they may exercise their administrative authority faithfully to promote the well-being of all our citizens. And finally, teach your people to rely on your strength and to accept their responsibilities to their fellow citizens, that we may serve you faithfully in our generation and honor your holy name through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, tonight we have the pleasure of having Mr. Dean Lynch, the director of the Virginia Association of Counties, drove all the way down from the capital area.
Mr. Chairman, board members, Mr. Bear, it's an honor, great honor to be here tonight, be in Wythe County, and to be back in my home, Southwest Virginia. It's always good to come back home. And I'm Dean Lynch, again, the Executive Director of the Virginia Association of Counties. And for the benefit of your constituents who may not be familiar with the Virginia Association of Counties, VACO has existed since 1934 to serve and support the efforts of county officials. We support county officials through our advocacy efforts at the state and federal level, also through our educational programs, our member services, and also our communications. In 2003, we established our Achievement Award program to recognize counties that have adopted innovative approaches to public services. And today, I am proud to present Wythe County with 2 Achievement Awards, including the Best Achievement Award in the Commonwealth. This is our 23rd Annual Achievement Award program. This year, we received over 155 entries. This is truly a competitive program. Wythe County beat out 154 of the other entries from all over the state to win the Best Achievement Award. With 2 wins this year, Wythe County has now won 3 Achievement Awards. There were several criteria that the judges used in deciding who would get the awards. And one, they looked at, is the program an innovative solution to a problem? Does the program promote intergovernmental cooperation? Number 3, can the program be modeled and emulated in other parts of the state? And number 4, is the program an innovative approach or a customization of local government? And tonight, I will briefly describe the Best Achievement Award. It is the Hitachi Energy Arena Revitalization. It's located off Interstate 77 and 81 in the heart of Wythe County. It's in Wythe County, and it is a proof that with the right plan, partners, and perspective, a fresh start is always possible, even for a new facility that never quite took flight. Originally opened as the Appalachian Regional Exposition Center, or the Apex Center, the 90,000 square foot arena was meant to be Southwest Virginia's agritourism jewel. Despite best efforts and intentions, the facility lacked critical infrastructure. Then COVID-19 pandemic brought the world to a halt. Faced with the prospect of selling the building for a loss or letting it continue to gather dust as a taxpayer burden, Wythe County leaders chose to pivot. By partnering with Apex Drive Holdings, LLC, an experienced professional sports operator, Wythe County brought hockey to town. The multi-year revitalization effort has been realized by Wythe County. The Blue Ridge Bobcats brought fresh energy to the arena. A 5-year naming rights deal with local manufacturer Hitachi Energy gave the arena a new brand. Today, the Hitachi Energy Arena hosts thousands of fans per game in season, and offers concerts, trade shows, and community events for the rest of the year, accommodating up to 5,400 guests without the ice. The Hitachi Energy Arena is now a vibrant economic engine and a source of pride. And I say congratulations, our judges, and we all feel that this is the best project in the Commonwealth of Virginia. So congratulations on winning this Best Achievement Award. And here's the plaque. And Matt, do you have anything to say to follow up, or?
Thank you, Director Lynch. It's always a pleasure to work with you. We worked with the board on what was a very short turnaround. If you remember, we went through 2 bids on this project, and we had to get it up and running sometime between February and October. And so to actually do the construction over 4 or 5 months took really good construction partners, took really good staff. So just wanted to mention our thanks for the Board of Supervisors for providing us with the resources and the direction to make this project happen, along with the leadership of Mr. Bayer. Would thank our 2 major contractors, K&A Construction and Everything Ice, along with Apex Drive Holdings, Blue Ridge Bobcats, and some of our staff, in particular, Johnny Kinser, our county engineer, Will Lawrence, our staff engineer, and Landon Sayers, our buildings and ground supervisor, who all had critical roles in helping to move this project along. We know that economic development is people. And we've been able to attract a lot of people to Wythe County to help our economy grow here. And we're ready to move on to the next phase of developing the adjoining properties and helping to grow even further. So thank you to the board.
And if anybody's here,
Come on up front and get your picture.
we'd love to get a photo of the board.
Everybody come on up.
You can all kind of get in here closer.
I can get 2 levels. Thank you all for wearing blue. Just keep smiling. Let me make sure one of those is good. It's going in a newsletter. Yeah. Do you want to do the second picture right now? Do you want to do the second picture right now? Can we do that? Uh-huh. Can I swap their plaques and just do the picture? For this one?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
trying to be. Make them stand up twice.
And this is the second award I'll read in just a minute.
Yeah. In an effort to not make you stand up again. Perfect.
And Mr. Chair and Board, I will, you have a second award also, and I will quickly read the second award, and that is the Play With Ager Park. In 2000, am I saying that correctly? Is it Ager? Ager? Okay. The Play Ager Park. In 2024, Wythe County celebrated a major milestone in community investment with the completion of a 2-phase project called the Play With Ager Park Inclusive Playground. Driven by community needs and powered by county-led vision, the Play With Ager Park initiative replaced a worn and wooden playground with a vibrant, engaging environment where children of all ages and abilities can play and explore. With strong interdepartmental leadership and carefully coordinated funding, County staff delivered a vibrant new play space that welcomes all children regardless of ability. The redesigned playground includes ramps, ADA swings, musical elements, tactical services, and then nature-themed features that support physical coordination, imagination, and social development. Play Ager Park now serves as a model for inclusive rural recreation and demonstrates Wythe County's long-term commitment to health, quality, and joyful play for all. So congratulations on winning that award also. And with that, thank you for allowing me to be here, and we will be recognizing the Best Achievement Award at our annual conference in November. So we look forward to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming down, Mr. Lynch, and I'll tell you, like I tell everybody, feel free to leave if you need to get back. I'm not sure what your plans are, but I know you got quite a drive.
Well, I will spend a little money before I leave.
We would
So,
appreciate
you know, look,
Yeah.
I'll contribute to the revenue.
Yeah, we will
of the county.
absolutely appreciate that. And Miss Williams ducked out. She'll watch it on the video, I'm sure, but I did want to say thank you to her for all her work for putting the award applications together. She done a really good job, and I really don't have a lot to say, because if you'd have told me 8 years ago that we'd ever get a award for that property and that I would be smiling when I accepted it, I'd have probably called you something not so nice.
Every door we knocked on, they said,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do with the Apex Center? That's all they cared about.
And I would request that I get to keep the award January through June, and Miss Lawson can have it July through December.
So moved.
And, you know, the Ager Park thing, absolutely, I wanted to give Mr. Cook his due kudos, because I think he brought that to the board's attention, what type of condition it was in, and that, you know, it didn't need to be repaired, it needed to be replaced, and we're very blessed to be able to do that, and I continue to get compliments from parents, especially parents of autistic children, about how inclusive of a playground it is for their children. So, does anybody else have anything?
Well, also, just on Ager Park, I went by there today, and they've got the parking lot milled up and getting ready to put a new parking lot down out there, so they're moving right along.
Anybody else? Sorry, anybody else have anything? Y'all just as shocked as I am, I know.
He said it.
All right, next item on our agenda is the introduction of several new staff members. Mr. Hankins, you're making me really nervous with these note cards. This is a new thing.
I had 5 minutes to put together. That's all I could do. Pleased to welcome a couple of new members to our staff. They both have brought a new energy to our staff. I'm finding it really hard to keep up with them some days, and I think that's a good thing. I'm pleased to introduce our new rec director, who will have some role in making sure that the new play equipment is kept up to par, and that we're offering play programs for our kids to take advantage of that, to continue to get outside and be healthy. I want to introduce Alicia Sides. Alicia is, by nature, a planner. So she already has a whole bunch of plans that she's put together for the next year or so, things that we're going to be excited to partake in, events for adults and for kids, some new looks at the way that we do sports for kids and adults. And so I'm pleased to introduce her. I'll let her introduce herself a little further.
I'm going to be honest, no one ever gives me a microphone because I am loud enough that I do not need it at all. Thank you so very much to let me be here. I'm so excited about this opportunity. I love rec, it's my passion, and I'm just so excited to do everything I can for the community and just, impress everybody and make sure that all the faces out there are smiling and happy and have fantastic memories. So, and like you said, I got lots of stuff coming down the pipeline. There's already sport camps that are set for the summer for the kids, programs, nature programs, revitalization of the campground. So yeah, I'm super, super excited to be here, and I'll not take up everyone's time with more because I'll start going off on tangents. So
I know how that is.
Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome. We're glad to have you.
Some of you already know the second person I'm going to introduce. She has significant work experience in Wythe County with law enforcement and dispatch. I'm pleased to welcome to our staff our new assistant to the Deputy County Administrator for 911, Melissa Parsons.
Thank you, Mr. Hankins. Mr. Chairman, Board, County Administration, thank you very much. I too have notes, but mine's in a tablet form, so I won't be bringing note cards. I'd like to say to you that I really appreciate the opportunity. I feel humbled, grateful, and very blessed to work alongside this team as well as all the team in the county administration to help serve the citizens of Wythe County. So we've got a lot of changes coming. We've made some changes. As you know, we're upgrading our software, our hardware, we're buying new consoles, 24/7 chairs instead of office chairs for our dispatchers, better quality headsets, and some new opportunities for training that they need. I'm a big proponent of training, and I think we train until we can't get it wrong at all, so we do have opportunities for that. Most all of that, as you all know, is grant funded, so we're not spending a lot of our taxpayers' dollars. This is coming from the state, which is always a good thing. For the first 30 days, we're working on career progression steps so that we can give our folks some incentives to step up and move forward and opportunities for advancement. In the 911 Center, we are working heavy on recruitment. We've got some really good potential applicants. We have an interview tomorrow with a new applicant, so we're hoping that works out for us. Specialized training, we're sending them to some crisis intervention training hosted at the town of Wytheville on October 22nd because dispatchers need that intervention too. Oftentimes we're forgotten about, so we need some crisis intervention training and learning how to recognize our own, when we get to our own thresholds, learning how to recognize our own limits, and that will help us in the job. So we also have began review of unapproved SOPs that are in place, and when I say unapproved, our approved SOPs will be signed off by the Assistant County Administrator or designee, whoever signs off on those, but we're looking at policies, procedures, and operating standards as they meet with county's needs, but also on a national level. We want to make sure that we're meeting national and state standards as well. So the next 30 days, my plans are to meet with our LE partners, their teams, our department heads of our first responders, and begin preparation for the transition to the new Southern Software CAD. Also, I plan to make an introduction or just go attend some of the town council governing body just to put a face with a name so they know that we're all partners and we can kind of cohesively work together and meet the needs of the county and the town as well. Recently, so we have been nominated to receive 2 free registrations to a fall summit training seminar in Ocean City, Maryland, and our 911 Center won that, so we have an opportunity to send 2 dispatchers to Ocean City. Registration is free. Of course, the hotel and lodging and per diem, all those costs will be paid for by the state grant. So we're going to send those in October. That's an opportunity that they haven't had before. So we're going to make sure that they get the opportunity to network, learn new technologies, see what's out there, and just kind of build their level of exposure to different things other than what they've seen before. So again, lots going on, lots of changes, hit the ground running, but I would be remiss if I didn't turn around and thank Jamie. Jamie has been the glue that's held this together on numerous occasions. She has welcomed me with open arms. She's learning to embrace change, and she's done a good job at it. So I do really appreciate her support and your guys' support to her during all the changes. So, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
welcome.
Thank you and well.
All right, moving on to the agenda, next item, citizens' time. We did not have anybody signed up for citizens' time, so I'll close citizens' time. Move on to the payment of the invoices. Each board member has received in their board package a copy of the invoices that need to be paid. With that being said, I'll entertain a motion to pay the invoices.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Terry, a second by Mr. Smith. Is there any questions, discussion, or any invoice that any board member wants to pull out? All right, hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Burnett, we'll start with you.
Aye.
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 So approved. Our next item is the minutes of our previous meeting from September the 9th, 2025. I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Burnett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Cook. Is there any corrections or additions to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? So approved. Moving into old business, we've got a update from the broadband project from Mount Rogers Planning District. We've got Mr. Sizemore.
Well, appreciate you all allowing me to come and give a quick update. Just knowing that, that the project's kind of on everyone's mind and timetable being what it is, being short, just wanted to try to make sure that I kept showing up here as often as I could to bring you the updates that I had. So far, the state has finally given me the contracts necessary to be able to move the ISP, our partnership at Mount Rogers with the ISP from point to citizen. So I've signed those. State hasn't actually signed them and got them back to me yet. But either way, it's just going to be a matter of time because they were the ones that sent the contract to me to begin with. With that being said, as far as construction goes, I've got Donna Smith. She's the CEO of Citizens here. She said that start date on construction was tomorrow. So that's what I have for you. If you have any questions for me, then I'm happy to answer any questions. Donna said that she could speak if she needs to, but we'll leave this as simple as possible or as complicated as you want to make it. So if you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them.
So, Mr. Sizemore, the documents that you're waiting to be returned, is that going to delay the start of the project, or are we going to be able to start tomorrow?
They won't delay the project. There's a form called a prior authorization that they can send in the meantime that lets it not hold the project up, and they did send that to me previously. So with that project will not be held up from the paperwork.
And then I apologize, I wasn't here at the last meeting. What is the completion date? Is it still at the end of 2025, or
The
is it?
completion date as it stands is still December of this year.
Okay. And Citizens is good with that?
We are working hard.
Okay.
All right, does anybody else have any questions?
Yes, would we be able to get kind of a temporary or a preliminary timeline of addresses or lines that may be reached? I'm the supervisor of the Lead Mines District, so that when I'm asked, I could look and say, look, it's supposed to be here at this time and this time. Is that possible?
And what I would highly encourage all of you is, we are 4,000 of the 5,000 customers we can serve right now. Some extensions, some build outs from where we are. We're in a very good position with what we already had in the area to extend to serve customers that are unserved. The biggest builds are in Barron Springs and Max Meadows. We're gonna work those as fast as we can. I know they talked about this last time. We do underground bury instead of aerial like Point did. That requires VDOT permitting. VDOT works very well with us so far. We have several permits back, and that's how we're being able to start construction tomorrow. If you're on 81, our cable's sitting right on the side of 81 here, smoking guns. Everything's moving in place. you hear from people that are wanting broadband, have them call us. We need, I mean, if we have their contact information, it's so much easier for us to update them of the progress that the plan is making. But we need to hear from the residents that are wanting service.
Is that something that you could get to the county administration and maybe Ms. Williams? We can push it out on our social media. And Mr. Bear, do we have the ability to put that in with like the water bills or?
We could attach, there's a cost associated with it, but I'll get those numbers and we could look at attaching information on the water bills, because there's certainly a lot of customers on the eastern end of the county that would be beneficial to.
That's what I was,
Yeah.
and I'm apologize, Mr. Burnett.
That was fine. That was all the questions I had.
And one other question, the previous company during their project, on their website, you could go and plug your address in and see if it was available. Do you guys have that on the citizens?
It is coming soon. I'm currently throwing all that in as we speak. Week or so would be our plan on having.
Because I'm on the other end of the county. We don't have citizens, so I've never looked at your website. So
And I don't know if there are smaller meetings in communities. I mean, obviously, we would be more than happy to come to those type meetings where citizens gather just to talk about timing and what fiber is versus coax versus what they might have with right speed. A lot of it's customer education on what services are available and what it means to have different speeds.
And with the Fort Chiswell Library set to go online, fully online pretty soon, it would probably be a good idea to get some information from citizens and give it to the folks at the library to.
We actually provide free Wi-Fi there in the parking lot. We have
Yeah, that may be a good meeting spot, especially for the folks in Max Meadows. And that's in my district, so I know Jesse is talking about that in Leadvine's district, which would be the Byron Springs, but that's the two areas that we're hearing a lot of questions from. So we can definitely get that out. And to Mr. Chairman's point about Ms. Williams, if you could get that to the county administration, we can push it from this end as well.
And maybe, sorry, I'm having one of those moments where I feel like I'm 80. The lady from Barron Springs Ruritan Club.
Dreamer Johnston.
Thank you, sir. She may be a good point of contact, if we can get her information, to citizens. All right, does anybody else have anything? Well, thank you all so much for the update.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
I just forwarded you all a copy of the map of the locations yet to be unserved. So if you have any questions, you can get back to me with those.
All right, anything else under old business, Mr. Barrett?
No, sir.
Mr. Hankins, you have anything?
No, sir.
All right, move into new business. We've got the consent calendar that we've all received. I'll entertain a copy to approve the consent calendar.
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Terry. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Morgan. Is there any questions or discussion on that? All right, hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Terry?
Aye.
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 So approved. Next, we've got the FY '26 second quarter appropriations. I'll entertain a motion to approve the second quarter appropriations.
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Smith. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Cook. Any questions or discussion on that one? All right, we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Burnett?
Aye.
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 So approved. And that'll be the last money they ever get from me. And Miss Lawson.
No, you'll get to approve the December one.
Oh, I forgot about December. Yeah.
We'd appreciate it if you would approve the December.
Thanks for reminding me. Start to get phone calls. What do we do? All right, next we've got Wythe Bland Foundation Grant Awards.
Yeah,
Mr. Barrett?
Miss Williams is in the back, so if you ask any hard questions, we'll bring her back up. But before we do that, I will just, in addition to the VACO award, I will thank her for all of her work and Miss Collins' work with the new microphones and the new video system and everything else. And she's back there adjusting things as we go through, and hopefully the output on the screen and everything will be good. But on these grant awards, application was made to the Wythe Bland Foundation. On the Wythe Ager Phase 3, application was made, and they have awarded part of our grant. We requested $193,000. They have approved $75,000, which represents the total project cost. And basically, this project included the tennis courts and the old basketball courts, with demolishing them, putting in new concrete court construction, multi-court surfacing, putting in a couple pickleball courts and a basketball court in the process, putting up a new fence and gate, and striping and all of that. That total project is about $224,500 as an estimate. We also had about $96,500 for parking lot improvements, $10,000 for some cornhole, permanent courts there, and then some contingency on top of it. We met with the Wythe Bland Foundation and asked for them if they would go ahead and allow our 75 instead of going against the entire 364 project, to at least just go against the $224,000 project for the courts. That we would like to wait on the parking lot project, see if we are getting some additional funding that we're hoping to get on it, and not have it, not be a percentage of the 364. They were agreeable with that, so we would still have to put some of our local money into it, but we have been trying to, and we budgeted some money this year. We'd have to look at adding some additional money to it. But if the board would like, we would recommend adding this $75,000 in and going ahead and proceeding with the improvements at the Ager basketball tennis courts.
Mr. Barrett, with the other revenue stream that had been discussed previously, that'll put us pretty close to the total amount, though,
That would,
correct?
yes, sir.
All right, entertain a motion to accept the Play with Ager Phase 3 Grant Award. Have a motion by Mr. Cook. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Terry. Any more questions or discussion on that motion? Right, hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Terry?
Aye.
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 So approved.
I will comment, there were two other grants that were applied for. One was an educational part under our emergency services, and Mr. Hankins may want to comment on it, but we were not funded on it. The other, I'll let Mr. Hankins give a better description. I call it the blood packaging grant, but we are still working with Phil on that for EMS, and have talked to the Wythe Bland Foundation about getting the final verdict with them and then talking to them.
It's a pre-hospital blood transfusion program. If we have patients that are in need of a blood transfusion before they get to the ER, this would give us a trial program to see if we can meet that need. We are trying to do that in cooperation and concert with the town of Wytheville EMS. So we applied for it jointly, and we're waiting for a little bit more before we can fully commit to that.
All right, anything else on the Wythe Bland Foundation Awards? All right, we'll move into staff reports. Deputy County Administrator, Mr. Hankins.
Remarkably, Chairman, I have very little to say this time. We are trying to close out the campground camping season. This coming weekend is the last weekend for the campground. I've sat down with the director and with the campground staff and reviewed the financial performance of the campground so far and the pool through the season. It looks like we were pretty consistent with past years, but still have some numbers to finalize and clean up. But it looks like pretty consistent with what we've seen, even though we had a rough start to the season with some cold temperatures in June and a lot of rain. You've met a lot of what I've been working on for the last month. A big part of the coming month is to draft and finalize your new capital improvement plan. If you have any items that you would like to see included on the capital improvement plan that aren't included in the current budget, please email me. probably by the first week of June, first week of October. And I've been on vacation the last 3 days. I'm still thinking summer. But we'll try to get that capital improvement plan to you in November for your consideration. Be glad to answer any questions.
Does anybody have any questions from Mr. Hankins?
Thank
You were short.
I tried.
I don't know if you noticed it, and I hope the audio, but the baby laughed when you said that. All right, County Administrator, Mr. Barry.
Yes, the only action items I have are a couple of things for the sheriff's office. Request number one, that to approve the $40,000 grant that the sheriff has received from the U.S. Department of Forestry and amend and $100,000 grant, $40,000 for overtime, $100,000 for police supplies line. I would request approval and amendment and appropriation of that grant.
Right, entertain a motion to approve the grant
I'll move.
and, or approve the grant, amend and appropriate. I'm sorry.
I'll move.
All right, have a motion by Mr. Cook, second by Mr. Smith. Is there any questions or discussion on that one?
Just for clarification, Mr. Mayor, it's 40,000 and 60,000, right?
Yes,
Okay.
100,000 total.
Any other questions? All right, here now we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Burnett.
Aye.
Aye.
I'll abstain.
Aye.
So approved.
And second item is a transfer and appropriation request. The sheriff is wanting to move $33,195 to his e-summons account to the police activity fund and amend and appropriate the same amount. This
Right.
place for the yearly maintenance for the digi-ticket system.
Entertain a motion to approve that request.
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Terry. To have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Morgan. Any questions or discussion on that motion? All right, we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Terry.
Aye.
Abstain.
Aye.
Aye.
So approved.
The other items are just informational. I will point out the second item, NRCS Emergency Watershed Program, all documents have been executed. They have initial kickoff meeting, pre-design meeting scheduled for October 2nd. I have shared that with you, Mr. Morgan, by email earlier today. If you want to attend virtually, we can send you the link, or if you want to come into the office, we'll be doing it in the conference room up here. So I thought you might be interested in that. Helene Recovery, MRPDC, I know Aaron has left, but their program where they are assisting directly with this grant, we are working with putting residents in touch with them, especially the one bridge project in Speedwell. They have been advised of that one and other projects as well. And reassessment, we should be getting a reassessment website or a page on our website out soon. Envision will be starting to do the reassessment here, hopefully in the near future. But that's all, sir, just information on those items.
All right, does anybody have anything for Mr. Barry? Move on to County Attorney, Mr. Farthing. You have anything?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. There's one item in your package today for a settlement for another opioid, I guess, manufacturers. So it's called the Secondary Manufacturer Settlements. There's a group of 8 different manufacturers that have reached a settlement of $1.2 billion. Our opioid council has recommended that we agree to participate in this settlement. And the form here is just outlining what that settlement is or how we participate. I would also recommend, along with our litigation counsel, that we participate in the settlement. It's generating income for us for the use for opioid purposes that we use in our county budget. And we just ask for a motion, if you're in agreement, to a motion to agree to the secondary manufacturer settlements and authorize the county attorney to execute the documents for that participation.
All right, you've heard Mr. Farthing's request. I'll entertain that motion.
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Smith. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Terry. Any questions or discussion on that one? All right, here and now we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Burnett.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. So approved. Anything else, Mr. Farthing?
No, Mr. Chairman, I do not have anything else.
All right, we'll move on to board reports. Mr. Burnett, we'll start with you, sir.
I would just like to say thank you for the new audio and visual equipment that we have, and that's all I have.
All right, Ms. Lawson.
Yes, I have one quick thing. Hopefully, Mr. Farthing can help me out. It's not the first time I've requested this because we've had issues with it in the past, but, so, our new Portage Park on Kent's Lane, I had someone drive from out of town to go kayak on Saturday to get there to see that they cannot get through the creek because the landowner right past the portage has put a new fence up. So, crossing the creek. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So he's had some type of, no, it's not attached to the bridge this time, but he's had, I guess they're like 55-gallon plastic drums strung across, but there were gaps where you could get through. Well, now they're very tight because I guess his cattle was still coming up the creek. Now they're very tight, and it includes mesh and fencing on the sides.
So you can't float through it all?
You can't float through it, and I know you're not allowed to go on someone's property to walk around it, but you couldn't get around it if you tried. So.
Director Sides has been in contact with the landowner today and I think has made some progress.
Well,
We'll
I
keep an eye on it
didn't even
over
know
the next
you all
couple
were
of days.
aware of it. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. That's all I have.
All right, Mr. Cook.
As I mentioned earlier, there's work going on out at Edge Park, and I'd like to thank the county for getting on that. It's starting to look good out there. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Smith.
A couple things, Mr. Chairman. I want to echo what Mr. Cook said. We had an event out at Adrian Park a couple weeks ago, and the new sidewalks and everything is looking good. And I know with the parking lots, that'll be a big improvement, plus what we've already talked about. And then I want to echo what Mr. Burnett said about the audio visual and everything inside this room. It is good to be able to hear and not be overpowering or underpowered, with that one. And then I want to thank Sheriff Klein and whoever was responsible for the trash pickup along the road, especially through Progress Park and down Chapman Road. But really appreciate that to keep the county looking good like it is. So that's all I've got, Mr. Chairman.
All right, Mr. Morgan.
I have nothing at this time.
Mr. Terry.
Just one thing real quick, Mr. Barry, will you see if they can fill a pothole as you turn into the 52 trash collection center? Those are really bad. I had 3 calls yesterday on that.
Is it VDOT or is it on our center?
I think it's right on the center, it's right when you drive through the gate, sir.
Yes, sir, 52.
Yes, please. And that's all I've got, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
All right. Along those same lines, Mr. Barrett, I just wanted you to thank Mr. Schwartz and VDOT for the work they done on Queens Knob Road. I've had several people reach out to me and want to thank the board, and I told them that we didn't pave roads, but we could thank the right people. And if you haven't been out there, they done a really, really nice job. Painted lines, it's smooth as a drag strip, which hopefully won't lead to other problems.
That's revenue enhancement.
Yeah. All right, next item on the agenda, we've got closed session under 2.23711A1 personnel to discuss county administration, 2.23711A5 prospective industry to discuss projects element, gradient, and spearhead, and 2.23711A8 discussion with legal counsel. And with that being said, I'll entertain a motion to go into closed session.
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Terry. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Burnett. Any questions or discussion on that? All right, hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Terry.
Aye.
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 So approved, and we're now in closed session. All right, entertain a motion to come out of closed session.
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Cook. Do I have a second? Have a second by Mr. Morgan. We'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Terry.
Aye.
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 So approved. We're now back in open session and on the record. Mr. Terry, if you'll read the certification.
Yes, sir. Whereas the Wythe County Board of Supervisors has convened a closed meeting on this day pursuant to an affirmative recorded vote and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Info Act. Whereas Section 2.2-3712 of the Code of Virginia requires a certification by the Wythe County Board of Supervisors that such a meeting was conducted in conformity with the Virginia law. Now therefore be it resolved that the Wythe County Board of Supervisors hereby certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements by the Virginia law were discussed in the closed meeting to which the certification resolution applies, and only such public business matters as were identified in the motion convening this closed meeting were heard, discussed, and are considered by the Wythe County Board of Supervisors. And I'll make that a motion, Mr. Chairman.
All right, have a motion by Mr. Terry to have a second.
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Morgan. Any questions or discussion on the certification? All right, hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Burnett?
Aye.
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 So approved. Anything else to come before the board, Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay. I need to make a motion that we authorize the county administrator to sign the proposed diversion of property easement in Wythe County letter.
All right, have a motion by Ms. Lawson to have a second.
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Terry. Any questions or discussion on that motion? Right, we'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Terry?
Aye.
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 So approved. Now, anything else, Mr.
No,
Barry?
sir, Mr. Chairman.
All right, Mr. Hankins? Mr. Farthing? Ms. Collins?
No, sir.
Any other board member? All right, hearing nothing, we'll be adjourned.